Hello, this is my first video I'm going to do on vaping. I've seen loads of videos so far from tyre vapes and indoor smokers. I just thought what I'd do was film some of my own just to share my vaping experience with, well, everyone who might watch this video. I've been vaping roughly around about 3 weeks now, slowly getting off cigarettes. I'm just going to go basically through what I've started on and the vaping machine that I'm now using as well. So to begin with, I started off with, this is the one that I'm using now, the E-Leaf, the 20 watt one, but the one that I actually started off with, I'll just take that off there. Oh, drop that on the floor. Was a kit similar to this. Well, this was one of my first Clarimisers I got. The Zero one, you can purchase these from Tesco's for about £4. I'll also team that up with a 900 milliamp hour battery. Good for about 8 hours of vaping time. Easy, it charges in about an hour. Off a 420 5-volt, 420 milliamp hour 5-volt charger. You can get, what's that something there? 1.8 ml of e-liquid in that, and that is good for about, well, 4 maybe 5 hours of vaping time. Really nice taste as well from it. It doesn't have the wicks like the CE4 does or the CE3, but a good vaping machine though. Really do like it. Also, I got another one too. This is a multi-vape one, multi-vape battery on the Totally Wicked Clarimizer with a black tip, not a red one. Again, this one's a really good machine too. I specifically like this one because you can take that battery, add an ego ring to it like that. Again, this is one of my favourite combinations as well. And add the Innokin iClear 30 onto it as well, like that. Makes a nice, really small, compact device. Great for when you just want to carry it around in your pocket, because you don't have to run the Innokin on a big battery. This vape's really nice. It's got a really strong flavour as well. Despite the fact that this is a whipped one, and the coils are up at the top, not at the bottom on it. I could take away on that for hours and hours and hours. Being relatively new to vaping, I've also noticed as well that now it's been a good 24 hours since I last had a cigarette. So now I'm totally kicking it on the head. Switching over to vaping completely now. Occasionally I'm getting a craving, but it's not that strong because now all I'm doing is just doing this. Pick up my E-Leaf with my Aspire K1 on the end of it. And just take away quite happily, you know. As you can see, I've still got a cough as well. I'm taking, that's perfectly normal. I expected to have that for a week, maybe 2, and then that will subside as my lungs get used to the vapour. I did quit smoking completely before Christmas as well, but you know, it come back and then now kicked it in the head again. I'm hopefully going to kick it in the head forever this time. but this is my favourite combo. I love this. E-leaf 20 watt. Currently running it on 8 watts of power with the Aspire K1 attached to it. Running 6 microgram e-liquid. I'm going to say that my tip to anybody starting vaping would be, don't start off on e-liquid that is too high in microgram. When you look at it, you want to be trying to replicate the same sort of feeling that you get when you're smoking a cigarette. So I'm going to say start off on 6, because I started off on 18 and 12, and I found that the throat hit was too intense for me, and it was making me cough a lot, especially in the morning as well. But now we're just running the 6 microgram e-liquid, it's much easier on the back of the throat. I mean, if you could in theory start low and then go up, so you could maybe start on 6, and if that's not enough for you, you could go up to 12, and if that's still not enough for you, you could go up to 18. But I worked out as a rule, it's probably better off to start off low in microgram than in high. It's personal preference really as well at the end of the day. It's getting a bit cloudy. As well with this, you can use it whilst it's charging on a USB wire. It's absolutely brilliant because it's got a pass-through battery on it. And it really is a great vaping device. Of course I've got my nick in as well on my battery, which I really do like. This works so well and it looks smart as. This individually is about £23. The Anakin iClear is £10. The batteries are £10, and this little ring that you can see, that's £3. So that's £23 altogether, not including the e-liquid obviously, but that's one of my favourites. And also I had to switch to vaping as well because I'm a diabetic. I smoked for 10 years. I know this is bad and I shouldn't smoke because I'm a diabetic, but now I switched to vaping. I'm hoping that my lung capacity is going to increase and my breathing will get better. Well, I don't really have asthma anyway, but I don't want to have it. So that's more to the point of being a diabetic smoker. That's really bad. So being able to switch to vaping hopefully will do me the world of better. Well, do me the world of good. I mean, I've used the C4 kit, which was the first one I had. I originally started off with the One Light kit that was £18, I think, I paid for it, which came with that battery. I've still got it. It's the first one I ever had. It's absolutely brilliant and works like a dream still. Screw it on. It still works. I've had it for 6, 7, 8 months now. It no longer clicks anymore, but I don't mind that. I know it works, so I can see it. The light going on and off on it. Oh, turn it off. Turn it back on again. It's a really brilliant kit. My advice to would be to new people starting vaping will maybe be to start with one of these. This is the cartomizers with the actual electronic battery that screws into them. These come pre-filled with e-liquid. You screw them onto your battery like that. Absolutely superb. That one's empty unfortunately, so don't worry about that. But no, I think for a beginner kit, be to go out, spend £10 on a battery, then get yourself some of the Zero Clearomisers like them. Got 4 holes in them, so when you set them on the side, they're still able to get liquid in them. Absolutely brilliant these are. I can't fault them. I've never ever had any problems with them. The coils in them are ceramic, not metal. They work like an absolute charm, and it's an ideal kit, I would say, if you're wanting to quit smoking as well. But like I say, work with the e-liquid, see what microgram suits you, and then work from there. And I'd also say as well, work out what flavours you like, because a lot of people, I think personally, have switched and not stuck to a tobacco flavour e-liquid, like to remind them of cigarettes. So to me, I think it's a bit counterintuitive in the way that I've quit smoking, and I think smoking e-liquid that's tobacco flavoured would remind me too much of what was smoking fags is. So I think sticking to the fruit flavours is a good way to go about it. I'm buying my e-liquid from Vampire Vape e-liquid. I get it from Vapes in Whitchurch, which is my local town. One of my favourites, well, I'll show you some of my favourites. I've got a few in here to show you. That one, it's called Attraction. That one's fruit, menthol-ish, I'll say, and it's got a bit of a, almost like an aniseed taste at the end of it. Very, very nice, that one is. These are all £4 a bottle. You get free for a tenner as well, obviously. Eisenberg, that's a fruity one. That's a good one in the morning for when you just got up. Wakes you up quite nicely, that one does. And one of my favourites that I just cannot put this one down, it's called Bat Juice, and that's aniseed. A bit of fruitiness to the end of it, with a lovely aniseed aftertaste on the end of it. It's one of my favourites. Well, so much so I went through one bottle in 2 days, and then I bought another one. So I really do like that one. It's nice. It gives this thing a workout anyway. Oh, I've got some menthol in here. I didn't cough that time, that's a surprise. Again, I don't think you go wrong buying the e-leaf. They do a 10, a 20, a 30 and a 50 watt box. They go up in various power increments. I mean, this is currently set to 8 watts, 3.8 volt with a 1.9 ohm coil in it on my K1. Really do like this. I wouldn't call it a cloud machine, but it does blow incredibly thick vapour, easily filling your lungs, and the taste is amazing from it, really is. Enjoying it so much. So my tips would be maybe if you're just starting, spend £20 on your first kit as a rule of thumb. 20, maybe you could go as far as spending 30 as well. I would buy one locally from your nearest town or your closest vaping shop, because then if anything goes wrong with it and you don't know about it, you can take it back to them and they can sort it out for you. They'll also be able to advise you on your e-liquid strengths as well. Though what else they can do too is they'll be able to tailor a device towards your needs. So maybe you want one with an adjustable airflow on it, so you can get a bigger draw. That'll be, some people might find that a bit of an advantage too. As me personally, I started off on the cheaper ones and then moved up to something a bit more expensive. But this is kicking ass at the moment and I love it. Before I bought this, I've shout out to a few people on here now as well, on YouTube for you YouTubers, is Tire Vapes. Really good reviews. She's a great American woman, knows her stuff, and of course her mate, the guy off Indoor Smokers as well. I can't stop looking at these two people's reviews on YouTube. They're really honest, and they both talk from somebody who's a complete newcomer to vaping, and some people that are now into the big sub-ohming devices, into the hundreds of watts. Like either they'll talk about various brands, from like Ego, E-Leaf obviously, Cigalikes, loads of them, Kangatech, Aspire. These are just a few of them. Vaping is now becoming a worldwide thing, I've noticed now. It is a great alternative to smoking. There's so few ingredients in the liquid themselves. It's amazing how well it tastes for what it is. I really do like it. I'm solidly now going to stick to vaping again, because there's got to be over 1,000 flavours. And I want to try all of them. Yeah, I do. I want to try all of them. Maybe, I don't know what I'm going to buy next, to be honest with you, my next new flavour. I will be trying new flavours next week. But I'm really loving the Vampire Vapes from Vapes in my church, my local shop. A shout out to Tony Allen as well. He's a guy who, well, I went in there and he sold me some e-liquid, and he sold me some nice e-liquid. I started off on 3 mint flavours. I really like them. And then 2 weeks later on, I next bought some of the Vampire Vape ones, and I'm moving on now, and I'm going to try more flavours as I go along. But this is a video for people that are new to vaping. I would say don't be scared to give it a go, and see where it takes you. So I'm going to say bye, and well, I might upload another video, I don't know yet. I'll see how it goes. But thanks for watching. Bye.